But honestly, I kind of like that we had such a interesting fight, especially with Lisa. Because she is a hard gym leader, and that shows how just one little mess up can definitely cost you a gym battle. See, let's get that potion off of Lillipup, because you give us potions. And before we actually go on to Route 5, yes, I know, even more delays, I do want to head over to this area to the east, because there is a lot you can actually do, but I decided against it because that perfectly fills in exactly what I was going to say. Patrol, I will check your strength too. There's a lot of trainer battles over here, and I didn't even want to get more over level. So I'm just going to quickly do some of these battles just to get them out of the way. Actually, this is a perfect time for us to go over the new encounters here on Route 16. Starting up, we have... No, this is not garbage. This is Trubbish. This is one of the first poison-type Pokemon we've actually been able to encounter on our journey, and it's actually the first pure poison we've seen. So if you don't want that bug subtyping that generally burdens bug types in general, you can have a pretty solidly tanky poison type. Stench and Sticky Hold, which will eventually become Weak Armor upon evolving into Garbodor. Stench is an interesting ability. If you are faster than the opponent, you have a 10% chance of making them flinch regardless of whether the move you have used against them has a flinch chance or not. Garbodor isn't exactly the fastest thing in the world, but if you have weak armor... Actually, no, that actually won't parallel all of it. But it actually has decent speed for a mixed tank, and it's got a good defensive subtyping. I mean, okay, defensive typing. Poison is a... Oh. I have to cut myself up for a second because Mogera is learning Rock Slide. Yeah, I want this, and I might like you, Mud Slap, because you were helpful in a couple of fights, but going forward, I'm sorry, I need that pure rock power. We learned Rock Slide. You were too strong, I couldn't help falling back. Back to Garbodor. It's got pretty good mixed defensive stats. Poison has a good number of resistances. Doesn't really have the best offensive profile in terms of effectiveness. Only good against grass in the current generation. But Garbodor gets a very bizarre amount of moves. But one that holds it back doesn't learn Poison Jab. Basically everything in the world learns Poison Jab, except Garbodor. You might also notice on Trubbish, I can't answer it on the Garbodor one, it says there is Black Sludge and Nugget. The Nugget is only able to be held in the Dark Grass, which is a new mechanic. Actually, no, I've seen the Dark Grass before. You can only find it on Trubbish within the Dark Grass that are holding those items. You can find it holding those items other places, but I believe the Big Nugget is exclusive to the Dark Grass. So there's gold in that there trash over there. However, another new encounter on this route is Minccino. I would actually recommend catching this regardless, because there is something you may want it for in the future. What has Minccino got going for it? Well, the thing is pretty speedy. It also has a fairly decent attack stat and access to Technician. Technician is a fantastic move. Oh, well, a fantastic ability. Any move with 60 or less power will receive a 50% power boost. This thing gets access to a fairly large number of moves that have sub-60 base power. This, giving them that additional boost, can turn those moves with its not horrible attack stat into some pretty hard-hitting moves, even lacking same type attack bonus on effectiveness, or just pure neutral same type attack bonus on a move like Tail Slap, which is a multi-hit move. Cute Charm is pretty much just completely useless because it only affects probably a third of all Pokemon because it only affects opposite gendered, and it doesn't have any effect on same gender or non-gender Pokemon, which is only a chance of them being infatuated as opposed to just an always 50% power boost. You will need a Shiny Stone to evolve, which we actually have been able to get for a while now. They are in those rustling patches of grass you have seen, not rustling patches of grass, those little rustling spots within caves we have seen. They're one of the possible items you can get out of those. So if you want one, you can go get it. But be forewarned, Pokemon that evolve with stones do not learn moves leveling up, or they learn greatly reduced moves and also would only learn them at very high levels. So you may want to hold off evolving a Minccino if you get one. But that's not the only Pokemon we can find on this route. We have two version exclusive, well, actually not two versions, one version exclusive for each game. So actually it is two version exclusives because there's two Pokemon, one exclusive in each version. But that's by the point. In Pokemon Black version, you have access to Gothita. This is a fairly tanky psychic type. Frisk lets it check if an opposing Pokemon has a held item and also tells you what it is. So it's very helpful for if you're looking for, say, berries. It can be very helpful with finding those so you don't accidentally damage a Pokemon enough to proc said berry on stuff like Audino. It'll evolve into Gothorita at level 32, getting even tankier with a bit higher special attack. Physical attack does nothing, but it's a psychic type, so it's not really having much use for that physical stack. Anyway, where it also keeps Frisk as an ability, and eventually evolving into Gothitelle, staying a very tanky psychic type with not terrible HP, but oddly high special defense rather than special attack. It's fairly slow, but it is tanky, so it can take a hit. And if you're playing Pokemon White version, you have access to Solosis. This is, again, another tanky psychic type. But you might be noticing right now, holy crap! That thing has 105 special attack, and it's a not even evolved Pokemon. It also has two abilities. Overcoat, this prevents it from taking damage from the weather, and also I don't know if this was added in this generation, but powder moves, so moves like Sleep Powder and Poison Powder don't affect it. I don't know if that was added in this game or a later one, but the ability you're going to want to have on it is Magic Guard. This thing only takes damage from direct attacks, so poison, burn do not have any effect on it, and it cannot be fully paralyzed as a benefit. When evolving into Duosion, everything just gets better. It's still slow, but it gets a little bit beefier, and it still has that absurd special attack stat. Evolving into the Pokemon that all of my friends have no idea how to spell or pronounce, we have Reuniclus. Pretty much another tanky psychic type. High HP, respectable defenses, absurd special attack stat. I would say that one game got better as an exclusive than the other, but they're both fantastic. Honestly, like, Reuniclus is a fantastic Pokemon, so is Gothitelle. Honestly, it's one of those cases where a version exclusive I don't really think was that bad. But up ahead we have another little area, this little cave, or rather, clearing in a forest. Also, I forgot to mention, available in Rustling Grass, you have Emolga. You too can be just as annoying as Elisa and have this annoying flying electric squirrel. Doesn't really have the greatest defensive stats or even stellar offensive stats, but it will always be holding a Lumberry, and it's got that very annoying typing in conjunction with Static. It's not really a damage dealer, it's more of just a war of attrition Pokemon. It can pivot in and out with Volt Switch, so that it can have an immunity and just an annoying defensive subtyping. Not the greatest thing in the world, but hey, at least it was able to make good use of it, and honestly, it's not that bad of a Pokemon, it's just got lackluster stats. But we had entered the Lostlorn Forest, and you frickin' suck. You know what? This is actually probably a good time to break in that Rock Slide. come on! The first time I use Rock Slide, it misses. That better not be just a sign for how Rock Slide is gonna be, where I want to use it and just misses. You know what? Screw this. I'm just using Hone Claws. I'm boosting my agony so that it guarantees a hit next turn. You will pay for your insolence. I was gonna say, if you use Protect, I was just gonna lose it. I was just gonna run away from you in that case. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. There we go. There we go. There you have Rock Slide. This is the Lost Lorn Forest. There's no new encounters here, just a couple of higher level Pokemon, and you'll also have noticed there's a little waterfall over there with some grass. We do not have the ability to go up there yet, but rest assured, we will indeed be going up there when the time is right. Over here we have a little clearing with this young gentleman. You know, there are people in the world with many different values. Some people enjoy things you might not think are fun. Having a lot of different values in the world makes it a richer place. That's what I think anyway. I really enjoy traveling around the world and talking with different people, but the woman who lives here seems to think living quietly by herself is important. Well, this music just sounds eerie. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, then. There's really nothing in here, honestly. Where's your bed? Or just sleep on the couch? Or the... This isn't even a couch, that's a... It's not even a couch, it's a... seat at a table. But, okay, if that's how you want to live, lady. Far be it for me to criticize you. Okay, the item is up there. One freaking step, really? Oh yeah, pedal up. You can find Wild Unpheasant here in the rustling grass, as well as the Elemental Monk we've been able to find for a while now. Yeah, we're just gonna run from this fight. I don't really need to be fighting these things. But yeah, this is the Lost Lorn Forest. It's a bit of an unsettling place, but I kind of like it. It's... Okay, lack of subtlety. There's a lot more to this place than meets the eye, and unfortunately, we can't show it off. Why? Because it's locked behind a Wi-Fi event. We'll be going over this a bit later, but this Wi-Fi event that is linked to this cuts me really deeply, and it really just kind of makes me hate myself even more about what happened with Pokemon and me a few years back. So, if I seem a little bit bitter when I talk about that eventual episode, just prefacing that with, there's a lot of personal stuff with that event. Well, I got excited, so I want to have a battle. You know what? That'll actually help get my mind off that thing. Do you have no Pokemon in those 3 Pokeballs just hanging on your backpack? Yeah, I am not going to do any more battles here just because we're not horribly far off from getting a new team member, and I do not want to just strand them with no experience. Plus, I do also want to get back to Nimbus City, because I do love this music. It's such a great song. And here we are at Route 5. I didn't come here before, because also this. Maxus, stop! You got a boat badge, I got a boat badge, let's see you stronger. You or me, this time, I'm going to win. Surprise rival battle! Also, this wouldn't have actually happened had I come here before, so I would have to come back here anyway. So it kind of was a bit of a waste. He leads off with his Liepard. Level 24. Male. Okay. Ability Unburden, Pursuit, Torment, Fake Out, and why did you not use Fake Out on me the first time? That's literally the only time it's useful is turn 1. Strange. He is also very underleveled, honestly. But, I mean, rivals have never been known for keeping up with stuff on levels. Probably was excessive to have that boost on it. But Pansage. Yeah, let's switch out. Darunia, burn him up. He will have the monkey with the ability Gluttony, level 24. For Pansage, it will be Bite, Seed Bomb, Leech Seed, and Fury Swipes. Pansear will be Charcoal with the moves Bite, Flame Burst, Yawn, and Fury Swipes. And if he has a Panpour, it will be Bite, Scald, Water Sport, and Fury Swipes holding a Mystic Water. Oh, come on. I'm going to be so glad when you evolve and you do not have that chance of missing. Because this is just getting aggravating. When you hit, you do hit hard. Pignite. Next will be his starter, level 26, holding a Citrus Berry. In my case, it is a Pignite with the ability Blaze, Flame Charge, Rollout, Arm Thrust, and Smog. If it is a Duat, he will be holding a Citrus Berry, of course, as usual. Ability Torrent, Water Pulse, Fury Cutter, Razor Shell, and Focus Energy. If it has a Servine, it will be Mega Drain, Leaf Seed, Leaf Tornado, and Growth. I'll go for Dig. You're probably going to go for Flame Charge this turn, because it is your strongest move. Yep. Also would give you a bit of a boost, and you'd probably overtake him in speed, but I'm not going to let that happen. I don't know if this is... Well, it wasn't enough for one time. Then again, we are a good couple levels higher. Oh. Are we at where I think I'm at? Up next, and up last, is his Tranquil. Super Lucky ability, level 24. Quick Attack, Detect, Air Cutter, and Roost. Sharon, I gotta ask, how the heck did you manage to beat Elisa with this team? I struggled, and my team didn't get bodied by her Emolga, as much as it kinda looked like it was. Beated Charon, well, you are strong as usual. Thank you. You're a very respectable man, Charon. Okay, no, it's not. Why? Why can't I beat you? Oh, you two are friends. It's nice how you're helping each other set better by competing. Okay, let's go. I'll follow you anywhere, Lisa. Ooh, hello, Mr. Flamey Hair. Oh, wife, it isn't Elisa. Sorry about being quiet there, I just had to listen to that music. It's such a great song. Aren't festivals grand? Life should be enjoyed. Who is this man? This is Aldo, the Unova region's champion. Champion? Why would the champion be goofing off at a place like this? I heard that remark. You're quite a judgmental young person, are you not? My name is Aldo. I am the Unova Pokemon League's champion. Please make your acquaintance. For your information, I'm not goofing off. I'm on a voyage. I know every corner of Unova. I'm Charon from November Town. My goal is to become the champion as a trainer. Traveling with a goal in mind is a commendable thing. And what do you plan to do after becoming the champion? What else is there other than striving to become stronger? The strongest trainer, that's the champion. Becoming stronger. Becoming stronger, you say. Is that alone enough of a goal? It's not that I'm trying to say your way of thinking is wrong. In my travels, I've helped many people learn to love Pokemon. I think that's important too. If you play with those children, you might gain more of an understanding. You two have a battle with these two. You two, come here for a moment. Understood. But before that... Thank you. Okay, let's battle. I like Alder. He's the first champion to actually say he is the champion, or rather not have it be kind of stupid, unnecessarily vague that he is the champion. There was only one time they ever didn't make it clear someone was a champion where I felt it worked, and we'll be getting to that at a later point in the series. But... oh, please tell me you're not gonna double intimidate spam me. Because if you do, that would just be rude. Okay, wasn't double intimidate. Let's just go for Rock Slide. That'd be rude if it was double intimidate. I have seen a fair number. Being someone who plays VGC, I have learned to loathe double intimidate leads. I've seen them and I hate them. I mean, they're brilliant, but they're evil. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's just go for another Rock Slide. See if we can try and fish for a flinch. Wait, okay. So, you used Work Up, and then you use Helping Hand on the other Herdier rather than them vice versa. What sense does that make? Citrus Berry, okay, not know that. Liepard, okay, you can farm with them. Ooh. Oh. Wait, it was the other way around. Crap. I did not realize that. The Helping Hand goes over the Pokemon using it. I did not know that. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Go for the male Herdier, because I want the thing gone. That actually kind of scares me. Yeah, that's bad. Oh my gosh, we're doing nothing. No, please don't. No. Ooh. Okay. Please. Good. Don't kill Steel from me. Please target the Liepard next turn, please. Dogs don't like cats. Please. Let my Snivy live. Let David live. They're probably going to target me anyway. Yep. Jeez, you're out for freaking blood. You already have an item? Wow. I didn't realize the level already had an item. You know what, let's just Fire Punch her face. Just Fire Punch their face in. What is... why did you freaking drop my defense? Doesn't matter. Game, do you just like spitting on me at times? Scaring Preschooler Billy. My Pokemon are so cute. My Pokemon listened, I said, and fought for me. That's very heartwarming and wholesome. Nicely done. You didn't win, but it was a good battle. Your Pokemon looked like they were having fun. Young man, if there were people like you who pursue strength, there are also people who are just happy being with Pokemon. There are many different people and many different answers. When it comes to what a champion should be, you and I may hold differing views, but so be it. Give it some thought. Let's roll. Driftveil Drawbridge is just ahead. Yes, ma'am. The champion is the strongest of the strong. That's all there is to it. I wish we could have that awesome song again. It's tremendous what people in Pokemon, each so different, can acknowledge each other and be